Hello there. Okay, everybody can do that line. Is it insensitive for me to wear a Darth Maul hoodie during an Obi-Wan Kenobi review? But who did this one better?
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
The Obi Episode 3 is a lightsaber every fan should have in their collection. This replica Proffie from Revenge of the Sith is epic in so many ways. From the insane detail on the hilt to the incredible spinability, there's a reason this lightsaber is one of the most iconic in Star Wars history. This is the Lightsaber Life Countdown to Christmas presented by Nsabers. Each week, I'll be reviewing a new lightsaber from Nsabers, including this special edition Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. Hey, who do you think would win in a fight? There's an epic holiday sale right now at nsabers.com. Click the link below to see which sabers are a part of the buy one, get two free deal, which bundles are 50% off, and which Kyber crystal necklace would best suit the Jedi or Sith in your life. I personally love the Vader, but this Anakin one looks good on me. I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, Nsabers. Nsabers, you have done it again, my friends. Before we dive into the incredible detail and beauty that is this lightsaber, let's unbox it. Every Nsabers Proffie Lightsaber comes with a hard shell case just like this. I actually took this out of the house for the first time today to go show some friends, and oh my goodness, this thing does the trick. Light, yet very sturdy, which is super important if you're going to be carrying around this relic. Inside the box, you'll see your manual, a display stand, which looks like this when it's put together. This one comes with a nice blade plug. Here's a charger for your battery, your Allen key and retention screws, and this one takes a lot of them. And I really appreciate this. This is the pommel for display. So when you display your lightsaber on the shelf or on your office desk, this is what you want to have on hand. And before we get to the blade and the hilt, there's something else really important that comes in this box. Seriously, I love the white gloves. And if you don't want your lightsaber to become a fingerprint magnet, use these. Okay, fine. I'll use these. And here we've got a 32-inch screen-accurate Neopixel blade. Ladies and gentlemen, the Obi-Wan Kenobi Revenge of the Sith lightsaber. Folks, I can't tell you just how gorgeous this is. Everything about this hilt is totally phenomenal. I want to walk through it step by step and detail by detail, including something that I think is really special on this. But before I get to that, let's start at the bottom. We've got our pommel down here, complete screen accurate lightsaber here, the pommel with incredible sound ventilation. This lightsaber doesn't just look amazing, it sounds amazing. This unscrews right here. There's your speaker. If we unscrew the bottom here, this is our soundboard. This comes out, this is how you charge the battery, and you want to be careful with this. There's the battery, and it's a little bit difficult to get out, but I'm going to show you in another video how to do that safely. And just make sure when you throw that battery back that you're lining up the pins correctly. And right there we've got our CoverTech belt clip, so you can hang that on your waist. This is a 2-button Proffie, so the top half here is how you ignite this. We'll press that. Beautiful. And the auxiliary button. I gotta say, I'm blown away at the hilt here. This here is the perfect grip. It's so thin, like they spared no expense with making this. They didn't sacrifice anything on it. It's not only screen accurate, but it feels amazing to spin. Love that they got the colors right here. You've got a bronze and a little bit more of a gold touch here. In some versions of this lightsaber, I've seen where these are the same color, and that's just not accurate. And then up top, we've got the emitter, and why I think this is amazing is we've got kind of the, I don't even know what you would call these here, but these little circles all the way around the emitter are totally accurate from the movie, and that's another thing that I haven't seen on every version of this hilt. So kudos to Nsabers for getting that right. But really top to bottom, this is incredible. Now here, there's not a lot of blade depth. You don't want to duel with this lightsaber, but this is one area where you really want to get your retention screws right. You want to make sure the blade is really sitting down here and you have it just tight enough. And just for comparison here, it's not much different, but there is just a little bit more depth on the Luke Skywalker lightsaber. Check out my review video for a full analysis there. But that extra little bit helps it to feel very solid in the Luke, where the Obi-Wan doesn't have that luxury. But still, I wouldn't have it any other way. This is how the lightsaber should look. And folks, let's install the blade. I'm gonna show you exactly how to install this so you don't have any wiggle and you make sure you're not losing your connection. First of all, the blade goes in as such. Again, not much give, but you'll notice there's almost a little bounce to it with the pins that connect. Be gentle with this, but firm. Push that down and hold it down, and then put the retention screws in. The best way to do this is to put it on a hard surface like a table and try to balance it while you put the screws in. Here I wanna probably put something back earlier in the video. This is the version of Obi-Wan's lightsaber from episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, which you'll later see in a little bit more weathered version in the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series, as well as A New Hope. And you'll notice it is quite different from his Padawan lightsaber in Star Wars Episode 1 and the lightsaber he carries in Attack of the Clones. So here's how I recommend kind of putting this in here. Thankfully, this lightsaber has 4 retention screws around the emitter. So what I would do is put them in one by one, tighten them until you feel like you've hit the edge, and then go around again and give them a half more tug. That way you're not damaging your blade, but you're also ensuring it's not going anywhere. And folks, before we light this thing up, before the best part of the video, I just wanna say thanks for subscribing to Lightsaber Life. You're one of my first 1,500 subscribers, and I appreciate you so much. Go to patreon.com/lightsaberlife, and for a limited time, there is a tier open to the first 50 patrons called the Founding Grandmaster, where you get exclusive perks for life. We've got such incredible things in store in 2026. I cannot wait to share them with you. Get in now while you can. And let's light this thing up.
General Kenobi.
Let's go! Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber, folks. I'm ashamed I didn't have one in my collection sooner. Incredible smooth swing on this. Even with the blade totally tightened down in the right position, it still gives a little bit of wiggle. This one's a tough one to spin. We got blaster deflect, a lockup, I seriously love smooth swing. The font on this is outstanding. And of course, motion controls. There's unlimited colors on this being a Proffie. You can basically choose from a color wheel which color you want. There's also different profiles along with 25 different sound fonts. That was the Kenobi. Let's see what else we got. Look how bright that is. Do you see the flicker on that? That's why you want the Proffie, folks.
Kenobi. Kenobi.
Get on with your exercises.
Obi-Wan Kenobi talking to Luke on the Millennium Falcon in A New Hope. How sick is that? The remote training droid? That Emperor one, that's just clean. Crispy, if you will. If you saw my Luke review, you know this is my favorite. So cool. It's a bulbous pod. The speeder chase from Return of the Jedi.
Luke Skywalker.
I am told it is the dark saber.
Anakin.
Like I said, folks, this really spins so well. It feels so incredible in the hand. It's got just the right balance and weight to it. The balance point is almost exactly where the emitter is. The only drawback is how much blade depth you get here. But if you're going for screen accuracy, which is what I care about, this is the one you want, because you're definitely not dueling with it for the price of this blade and all the features that it does. It's not meant for it. If you like what you see here, make sure you go to nsabers.com, take a shop around, and when you land on the saber you want, use code Lightsaber Life at checkout for a discount. I truly think this is an amazing lightsaber. Every detail about it is just incredible. Again, I'm ashamed I didn't have it in my collection sooner. Nsabers, thank you for making this dream a reality for me. And if you want to make this dream a reality for yourself, check it out at nsabers.com. And while you're perusing the website for your next lightsaber, why don't you check out that video right there? It'll get you in the Christmas spirit. I know it will. It would make me happy. Thanks again for your support. You're amazing.